like a butterfly, sting like a bee. King Kong got nothing on me. King of the jungle, man, young man rumble. See you hating on me, but you can't stop my hustle. When your back's against the wall, better fight back. Yeah, we ready to brawl, we wanna fight back. Yeah, I'm gonna take it all, gonna fight back. No one gave me nothing, so I had to fight back. You gotta think deep inside, yeah, fight back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Blockchain Renegades, Episode 4. What do you know about that? You know damn well who and what I am, Thomas Duder, and we are getting on up from the down under on up and the down underside beat.
Rodrigo Soto. How's it going, everyone? How's it going?
I was going to say, speak up, fool, it's your turn.
Well, you paused.
I have to. Let me apologize ahead of time. Let me tender my apologies. I am caffeinated up. I got the caffeine sweats. I got way too much coffee today, and plus, I got a clean bill of health from my eye doctor, so that's cool. You know, the retinopathy isn't kicking in. My eyes aren't being devoured by the sugar, so that's good.
By the sugar, so the diabetes, yeah.
Yeah, I got just to throw it out there, just throw my business out there.
Sorry.
I got that type 2 diabetes, I do believe,
Yep.
but I'm non-symptomatic, so I do got to watch it. I don't check my blood sugar, but I do regulate my diet. I'm very aware of what I'm eating most of the time.
Yep.
Sometimes I'm just like, where did this cheesecake go? I had cheesecake. I no longer. Every now and then I'll have that cheesecake, but you know, that's because the way I look at it, I just can't not have the cheesecake. Sometimes as grown adults, you're gonna have the cheesecake.
Well, just throw it out there as well. I'm also diabetic, type 2, insulin dependent, and yes, I'm not looking after myself too well, unfortunately. But yeah, it's my eyes fine, my vision's fine, although I've got holy feet. And no, you don't bow down to kiss my feet. I've got holes in my feet because
you literally have a hole in his foot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not holy feet as in worship them, but that's awkward. But
oh wow, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. So getting back to
so who won?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, so getting back to Blockchain Renegades. What are we going to be talking about today, Thomas?
Oh my lord, let's start off with the rundown. So currently, Bitcoin is at 11,500. It's kind of stabilized. I heard it dropped 18% as soon as it hit 11K again, but it's been 11.5 for like 5 or 6 hours now. Like,
excellent.
Seriously, every single time I've checked into it, it's at 11.5. So this seems to be the stable point, but like you stated in our pre-show conversation, I do believe we're probably going to hit that 20K by the end of December. And even though I publicly have disliked this, say no complaints. If we get there, we get there. You know, as long as it doesn't go lower. Hell, as long as it doesn't go lower than, say, 9,000, it's all good.
Yep. Well, the volatility is scaring me a bit. It got up to 17,000 about 36 hours ago, and it's now back down to 15,000 Australian.
There you go.
So yeah, there's a $1,500–$2,000 jump, and you know, when you bought in at 17,000, think it's going to keep going. Sorry, you just lost out, but that's okay because you can now reinvest, and at 15,000, it'll keep going up from this point onwards. But yes, $20,000, I see it ending by December 31st.
Well, remember, common sense knowledge always states buy low, sell high. Always buy during the dip. And if it goes back up, even better. You know, there you go.
Yeah, just pattern recognition. It is all about pattern recognition. Just recognize it. If it goes up, just hold off for just a few hours, even. You know, that's just enough. Just hold off for a few hours. See if it drops a bit. If it drops and then it keeps stabilized for a little bit, that's when you go in. And then you should be right as rain. You should be happy. But in saying that, we've been talking about Bitcoin, but the one in the corner, the Ethereum network, and the capability of designing your own coin, as I talked about in the last episode, making your own coin.
Oh yeah.
Thomas, do you want to lead this one?
I almost don't. There's still things about this that I'm learning, but it's incredible. Ever since you presented the idea of our own coin, it's just there. It's just like, wow. But what can we do with it? Now, with that stated, you and I had a discussion about what we could possibly do with it, but it ended up being for a couple of other things you're involved with. But still, even running the numbers and the branding of 3 possible coin names, it really is a doable thing. It's just a question of what are we going to do with it. But even more so, I hope you don't mind me just throwing this out there, Rodrigo, and please edit this out later if you want to. I don't mind. But, brother, not only the idea of our own coin and the numbers involved, and the branding involved. I could easily do any of it. But you've already gone ahead and started blockchainrenegades.com, and you started us off with our own, possibly our own exchange services.
Yes,
or at least a free exchange website. And that is crazy for me, man. You want to talk about this? Blow on it.
Yeah. All right. So at the moment, the domain isn't pointed there yet, but I'll have that done by the end of the recording. So anyone who goes to blockchainrenegades.com will see the exchange. Now, the exchange is actually a front end that connects to the back end of another company, and the other company, which is called NextChange, are actually offering free API connections to their servers, so anyone has a capability of studying their own exchange. And the beautiful thing about that is well, I've got to find out first, but money being made on transactions. But yes, I just got notification from one of the developers that said a detailed blog post will be published soon. We will notify you once it's released regarding the actual making money side of things.
Yeah.
So
the back end.
Yeah. So
one of the things definitely. So not only are we going to have our own exchange services, even if we're not the ones making money from it, the fact that we got a crypto exchange is great, and we're also looking forward to, at some point in time, establishing and throwing out our own coin, if not coins up, possibly through another company of yours, the Awareness Foundation, right? But above all, I also want to remind people, we've also discussed, I do believe on air, about putting out our own faucet. So this would be great just to have this all on our website at blockchainrenegades.com, including possibly a blog. So these are all the possibilities that are coming for this channel. And coming nice, I'm just saying, I love me some good progress, and that is some good progress. And I've been involved with a lot of stuff, whether it be podcasts or whether it be my books and music. When it comes to projects of any sort, positive growth is always good. We got these plans, and it's really coming out. I got to give you most of the credit because you just came out of nowhere with this shit. You hit me with left field twice now that just left me with my jaw dropping, and it's like, really? All I can do sometimes is hang on and hope I can provide as much value as you are to this partnership. But in the very least, as long as you're happy with me, I'm happy with me.
Yeah. Well, well, even though I threw it at you,
that's the big thing. That's the big.
I trust you enough to be able to share these ideas, and obviously trust enough with the blockheads and the listenership of our channel. And you're hearing it here first, but we're sharing it with you guys. You've joined us from the beginning. You're only episode 4 in if you haven't listened to the previous episodes, and you're growing with us, and hopefully you can be part of the community once we become fully established. And blockchainrenegades.com. Be part of it, and just get to know us, and eventually get some tokens, some blockchain tokens, blockchain renegade tokens, whatever path we decide to take on that. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It won't be too serious. And you can transact and with your own exchange, and it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Hey.
And the faucet. Let's not forget the faucet. If we're actually giving away free money, give it to the peoples. But that is one other thing about the show thus far, and I love how we're developing this thus far. I'm just putting this out there publicly. I love what we're doing thus far as our own personal investments and what we're doing and how far we've come. You know what I mean? Which I will admit, just throw it out there, the 3 big updates for me at least. I don't know about you. Laser, today is the day I joined their Telegram. I've been looking for screenshots, and I'm always trying to stay up about them, about their social media, ever since they nuked their social media, which apparently we may have been right. In our previous episode where we stated that they just possibly nuked the Facebook and Twitter just because there's too much negativity. There's too much, well, this is a scam, or where's withdrawal? And, this is something that I wanted to go into. This episode was strongly about HYIP research, which we'll get into that. One of the things that annoys the crap out of me are people throwing tantrums. I understand. I am with you. If we've lost money, it's a bad thing. Some people have lost way more. Some people did the stupid thing. and tried to bet all of their money, their life savings. They put a mortgage on their house. They took a loan out. They sold their kids, whatever, in Libya. That's actually a thing. I shouldn't joke about that, but you know, it's been going on for years. Let's not go into that. That's some other channel. That's some other chat. That's some other talk. Suffice it to say, people are doing all this stuff, putting themselves out on a limb, and then it's like, well, where is money? Well, did you do this 3 months ago when they were paying out? If you had done this 3 months ago, you'd probably have gotten that money back within 8 days. They were there. Laser Online has been around for 4 to 5 months. I can understand missing out on the first month. In fact, I almost always suggest that now. Like, seriously, the fact that I'm in on on one site, BitCoFab, you and me are in BitCoFab. Yeah. I got in at day 18 because I figured I'm going to throw my my poker luck, my player's luck, into this, and hopefully they'll stick around for at least 40 to 50 days. If so, I will have maximum extraction. I'll be able to build up to the point where I can extract completely and get my ROI plus profit. Hell, I'm at the point this week where I will start building up to withdraw. Within 2 weeks, I'll have ROI plus profit if they're still there for 2 weeks. It's all a gamble. It is. But Laser Online, this is stuff that they mentioned in the Facebook and the Twitter a month ago, that they were going to halt withdrawals, that they were going to freeze them. For what? Yeah, the excuse at the time was the blockchain attacks, the DDoS attacks on the blockchain, which have happened again, apparently, by the way. I need to double check and verify that, but that's another episode. But they've had it on their Telegram, they've had it on their Twitter, they've had it on their Facebook. Well, why isn't it on the website? It doesn't need to be. If they've declared it on 3 of their biggest social media platforms, why aren't you paying attention? Oh, yeah. All I want is passive income. I don't want to do anything for it. No, that is not how it works. And we're going to go into that in this episode, because I went into the Telegram today, and I was happy. I was happy to see activity from Laser Online in their official Telegram site. Yeah. I loved that. I'm like, oh, wow, good. They've been active this whole time in Telegram, even though they nuked Facebook and Twitter, which, by the way, I did update on the previous episode. I even mentioned an active update for my personal account that, yeah, their Twitter's back. It seems to be actually them. Naturally, they're not posting anything yet, but they already got like nearly 30,000 followers. They've been discovered. I was worried that they were actually from that fake LZR coin, which I'm kind of happy and not that Laser coin website was fake, laserico.online. But it's apparently fake. Laser Online itself has thus far not revealed any other website than Laser Online. So there is that. That's something to consider. But upon going to the Telegram, I also went to another Telegram group, and it's nothing but people complaining. It's as bad as the BitPetite Facebook group, where it's nothing but people complaining, and it's like, what is wrong with you children? So with that stated, so Laser Online, by the end of the day, we'll definitely see if it's an exit scam, or if they're actively going to say, yeah, give us 3 more days or something. We'll see. We'll see. I am still on a holding pattern. I've been giving enough information to be not hopeful, but I'm willing to give them a branch like that and base my financials around the fact that they are not going to be alive. You know what I mean? That they are exit scamming. As long as you keep that in mind, be a pessimist when it comes to your finances. Just saying. At the same time,
worst case scenario. Just put it as worst case scenario. Put it as I'm willing to lose this money that I've invested, and then you won't be disappointed if something does go.
And that should always be your viewpoint.
You won't be disappointed if it goes pear-shaped. You know, you'll be pretty positive about it. If it doesn't have to be an exit scam, I'm pretty sure Thomas is going to be jumping through hoops. You know, he's going to be pretty happy. So yeah,
that will be our loudest episode.
Because I'm pretty optimistic, and I'm waiting for that episode. I'm pretty sure they're not going to exit scam. That's my opinion.
I'm going to be so loud about it. And either way, we will benefit whether Laser sticks around or if they exit scam. If they exit scam, I will defend until I'm blue in the face. I'll exit scam. I'll defend it until you're blue in the face about how they were around 4 to 5 months paying out. It's sad that we got caught in the exit scam. But hey, at least I learned the lessons and I'll move on. But in the meantime, I'm going to scream about it. But with that stated, just a quick note. My HEXABOT paid out, interestingly enough, 40%, which I'm like, whoa, okay, now I see it. After a whole week, the Monday hit, I got that payment. I went from 127 to like 178, and it's like a crazy amount. And I'm like, okay, this is good to me. I'm pretty certain it won't be like that all the time. The fact that I got like 40% payout which I already compounded, but I've already got it set to 0% compounding for next week. For 2 weeks, I'm just going to collect from them, and then I'm going to go back to 100% compounding for another 2 weeks. In the meantime,
is that like a rebuy?
Huh?
Is that like a rebuy with usi-tech when you rebuy from the commission earned? Yep, compounding.
It's always a feature of compounding. That's what I like the best, but at the same time, I like having the option of compounding if I want. Like with this. Now, I need to pay my December bills, so that's what I'm basing BitCoFab and HEXABOT around, is the timing on that. According to my timing, which I do account for at least a week to get it from Bitcoin into my pocket, into my PayPal. So there's a whole exchange right there. And even then, I'm going to like minus, of course, 7% with HEXABOT. If you withdraw, they're going to keep 7%. Good. I don't mind as long as I get my money. I don't care. So get it Verilocks, get it into my PayPal, or get it to Coinbase or wherever else I'll be verified by then, and get it directly into my account, whatever, BitPay even, whatever. So that's HEXABOT. With HEXABOT, that came in good. So the next 2 weeks, I'm just gonna build up and then go send it to my money, to my wallet, and then I'm gonna go right back to compounding for the last 2 weeks of December, and then go from there. What's the other one? I just stated it. Oh my God, BitCoFab. With BitCoFab, I'm definitely going to build for the next couple of weeks and just withdraw, and then same thing for the final 2 weeks of December, just rebuild. BitCoFab thus far is really coming along swimmingly. The fact that they will accrue on the weekends is a hell of a major advantage, and at 8% a day for 30 days. Now, some people already are going red flags. Hey, if I pull out 2 weeks from now and get that money, I got that money. Plus, in 2 days, they'll be hitting the 30-day mark anyway. As long as they survive past December, as long as they survive past Christmas, New Year's Eve even, then that's good for me. I would give them another 3 months after that and then start being wary. You know what I mean? Hell, even 2 months after that. And if you can't get your money back in 2 months on a platform that you should get it back within 12 days, not even 2 weeks, you should get it in 12 days. Your ROI should be in 12 days. At 8% a day, bickety bam. Everything after that is the house money. Now, some people would say 80-20, compound 80%, take out 20% profits. Some people would say 60-40. Some people say 50-50. I say do whatever the hell you are going to do, but be aware of what you're doing. Be prescient. Be conscious of what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Aware.
Like, I know what I'm doing. I'm playing the odds, and I'm building like mad. Technically, the best thing in a situation like this, I would want personally for a financial goal, $250. So I'm making that $20 a day limit. You know what I mean? That would be the payout I want. And I do base what I do based on the payouts that I want. If I want a $70 payout, I'm going to build to get a $70 payout. With BitCoFab, I'm going to have a $20 payout. That's the plan. $250, 8%. I should be getting $20 or more even. Correct me if my mathematics are wrong, but it's still it's there. It's there. Well, so I got my plans, and I know what I'm going to do. Whatever you're going to do it. Take the step, or don't. That's also good. But you can't complain if you miss out, like we all missed out when Bitcoin was at 6 cents.
Except Mr. Rowe. Except Mr. Rowe. Everyone tune in to that episode, the interview. Mr. Rowe, cryptocurrency expert. He was there at the inception. He spoke to Satoshi Nakamoto, whoever that character is. And something I want to bring up, Thomas, you were talking about that they pay out 7 days. BitCoFab, was it, or HEXABOT? Which one pays out in 7 days?
Oh, no. HEXABOT, HEXABOT pays out 7%, with minus 7%. So the 7% goes to them for withdrawal fees.
The days. Which one do it for 7 days straight, like on the weekends?
No. I'm just saying I'm going to. Oh, I see what you mean. No, which accruing. Actually, technically both. HEXABOT, they will. No, HEXABOT. Every Monday, no matter what. Every Monday is when the profit is delivered.
Yep.
So there's that. Yeah.
Okay. So
but in the meantime, it goes up, it goes down. You should be receiving at least 23% is the quoted price.
Yeah.
I got 40%, but then again, we've also had a very tumultuous week. So who knows? That it might be. I might get 23% at least next week.
The reason I bring it up is because usi-tech, sorry to interrupt, the usi-tech only mine for 5 days out of the 7 days. So what happens in the 2 days? Do they switch off all their power? I don't think so. They are raking in the cash themselves on the 2 days with everyone's investment, I think. I mean, look, they can do whatever they want as a company as long as what they say is transparent, but they only mine for 5 days out of the 7. So they've got those machines running for 2 extra days in a week, and they're grabbing all the profits, I'm assuming. And that's all I'm thinking. That's just a logical process. And they
I ain't going to hate on that.
Yeah. So, if you pull out early, you'd be considered a douche. Just saying. Right? So...
hey, early withdrawals have their place in life. I'm just saying, early withdrawals have their place in life. So there's that. But I don't mind that personally. Laser, you only accrue 5 days out of 7, and people say the same thing. Now, it's not stuff that I've seen verified, but even if it's not, I do know for a fact that Bitcoin is 24/7. Bitcoin doesn't stop on the weekends. Altcoins don't stop on the weekends. These services do, because that's how they make their money to recoup for whatever reason. And it's probably in the terms of service. I bet if we check the TOS, it'll say there. Oh, hey, here's a trend that I'm noticing as of late with the hypes. I'm starting to see more and more in the TOSs of these things, like BitViper, for instance, which I do have my eyes on. BitViper is in my sites. Investelect is in my sites, of course. BitViper actually states point blank that not that they'll seize your account, but it is a bannable offense, which they'll probably seize your account. It's a bannable offense if you talk shit about BitViper. So I can understand. Now, I understand the anti-censorship people, the people who lose their minds about, oh, well, I will always speak the truth, and I can't just suck up to them, even if they're doing bad. I understand you. Do not get it twisted. Also, don't get it twisted that it's in their TOS, which actually leads me, well, really quick, before I go into the next section, do you want to point out anything of your updates in usi-tech, for instance?
Terms and conditions, no.
How you doing over there?
No, I'm fine.
Oh.
But just to say, do you want to leave it for the next episode? Because we are on the 22-minute mark.
Oh, crap, for real? Well, okay, the major thing to really point out is just hype research, do your research. Don't just listen to people on the internet. Don't just listen to people on YouTube in the cryptosphere and think that's enough. Go in and look at the terms of service. Go in and read what they're saying. So thankfully, we actually did cover hype research this episode. Go in and see what they are saying. Find their social media platform. I understand. I do. I thoroughly empathize with you in wanting nothing but passive income. But really, Tanstaffel. There ain't no such thing as a free lunch. There isn't. Sometimes it takes the time to stay up on them and keep up on them. If you want to get up, you got to put the time in. And your time is valuable. Here's one thing about passive income. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you are not worthy, that your time is worthless. If you are taking your time and staying up on a company, if you're taking your time taking the chance to invest in something, never, ever let anyone tell you otherwise. You can smack them dead in the face. And yes, quote me on this. Self-defense, full business self-defense. Financial self-defense in the very least. It's one thing in controlling FUD and controlling yourself, having the self-discipline. Not to smack the fool unless they smack you first. But I'm just saying, ultimately.
Turn down that caffeine, bro. Turn down that caffeine. Turn down that caffeine.
Yeah.
No, but what I was going to say with that, I wanted to mention, people saying Bitcoin's a get rich quick scheme. No, it's not.
Yes.
You have to. No, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It is a volatile market. You've got to research and you've got to invest in your time. That requires work. You need to be able to understand what you're doing. You can't just go in and throw them. Exactly. You need to be able to have the knowledge, the understanding, and the wisdom to apply what you have learned so that you can get, what you want. And look, we're learning these very important steps ourselves at the very beginning as you're joining us on the journey, because we're going to certainly need them in the future when the Bitcoin prices go up and we all become wealthy all around. So that's my say.
It's fun. It is.
Yes,
there's
fun.
Google, there's DuckDuckGo, there's Ask Jeeves. None of these are sponsoring us. Go to these fucking sites and go read, stupid. If you got questions, ask them. Find the answers. It's all there. You have the whole panoply, a plethora of information, all human knowledge at your fingertips. Use it for more than porn and cats, please.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. With that stated, let's do some shout-outs. Unless you want to elucidate on this further? You want to add some more?
No, that's it. I'm done.
Shout-outs. Okay. That was actually a hype episode. Oh, my God. These always go by so much faster than I think they will. You wanna start us off? Get you.
No,
some
you
stuff?
go first. You go first.
All right. Of course, y'all know who I am. Thomas Duder, author of The Things. JDW, Conqueror of Hell, Prelate of Heaven of Anubis Unit. That bastard from Bellingham. Oh my god, I have so many names. Follow me at www.thepenismysword.com. Go download the first half of the book free. My very first book in my series, The Generalist, Action Adventure Urban Fantasy. Go check out my debut album, Anubis Unit, Internet Terrorists, for free on YouTube or anywhere else, Spotify, if you can't get YouTube in your place, AnubisUnit.com, www. Of course. And of course, catch me on BlockchainRenegades.com, coming so very soon. It is so beautiful. Holy crap. Catch me.
And I'm Rodrigo Soto, co-founder of the Awareness Foundation with Sheila Kennedy, as well as we're doing a video blog post on theawarenessjunkies.com. And if you want to sign up to usi-tech, it's affiliates.usi-tech-int.com. And yes, you can find us on Blockchain Renegades coming soon. So thank you very much for everyone for listening. Thomas, any last words?
Well, no. Next episode, why don't we eat a dingo?
Eat a dingo instead of eating
Before
babies.
it gets to, let's save the baby.
Yeah, save the baby. We'll eat dingoes. A dingo stole my baby. All right. Everybody, have a good one. Take care.
Catch you guys around.
Hoop.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. King Kong got nothing on me. King of the jungle, man, young man, rumble. See you hating on me, but you can't stop my hustle. When your back's against the wall, better fight back.